Among the beautiful du'as that the Prophet ﷺ used to say before concluding his prayer,
اللهم إني أعوذ بك من البخل وأعوذ بك من الجبن وأعوذ بك من أن أرد إلى أرذل العمر وأعوذ بك من فتنة الدنيا وأعوذ بك من عذاب القبر.
O Allah, I take refuge in you. So many times he seeks Allah's refuge, because there's no one on earth can give you such refuge except Allah. This is our connection with Allah Azza wa Jal. I seek refuge in you from miserliness and cowardice. I take refuge in you lest I be returned to the worst of lives, and I take refuge in you from the trials and tribulations of this life and the punishment of the grave. What is miserliness? It is the inability to give those who are in need, and it's my right, my responsibility to give to them, and I have the money to give to them, but I don't want to. It's an inner feeling that it is so abhorred to Allah Azza wa Jal that you must fight it, and you can't fight it without seeking Allah's help. If you look at the seerah of the Prophet ﷺ, you will find out that he was never ever keeping things away or keeping them back. He would give unconditionally, even if he needed these things, because it's for the cause of Allah and because his nature is a person of giving. You seek refuge in Allah from cowardice. And a mu'min, a believer, is not a coward. He's brave. Why do people become cowards? Because they fear the future, they fear the consequences, they fear those in front of them. A believer knows that Allah is by his side, and he's acting according to Allah's religion, so he's not afraid. Of course, there are cases when out of necessity, Allah himself tells you, back off. So someone at gunpoint tells you to curse Islam or curse the Quran, and if you don't, he's going to kill you. Allah says, as long as your heart is filled with Iman, go ahead. No problem in that. So this is a time of necessity. There is a permission for you to go for something like that. And you seek refuge in Allah Azza wa Jal that you are not returned to the worst of lives. What is that? It means that you seek refuge in Allah from becoming old to an extent where you lose it. And this is what is meant by ardhalul umr, when people have to serve you, change your diapers, when you don't have the memory to remember, is this my son or my grandson or a total stranger? When you lose track of time and you become even worse than a child. Now you're becoming a burden to everyone around you. It's a test from Allah. But we seek refuge in Allah that we do not reach that stage. We always ask Allah to take our souls when we are in the prime of our health, when we do not need people to carry us or to help us, when we don't be a burden upon or among others.